Good Monday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. Wow, it's an overcast day, little chilly. Hey, good morning there. Wow, it's Monday. Time to get the week going. What a weekend. Never-ending work. Am I feeling that? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Being on your feet all day, standing all day. Just wow. And projects. Wife's gone, kids here. And it's supposed to be rain today in 60s. So we're definitely are. The winter's over, as we know, because March 20th was the official day by Mother Nature's rule that it would be spring. And there it is, man. The greenhouse project. Wow, what a project. All right, let's get in here. Come on, Puppers, get here. Come on, Diesel. Come on, Rebel. Get in the house. See what troublemakers are in here, besides all of them. Where tomorrow at this time, they're all going to be at the vet, getting their bodies fixed. Come on here, Rebel. That's going to be a freaking adventure like never seen. All right, we got the noisy ones out now. Wow, they are noisy. You know what I do? I'm going to screw up the whole getting over to the barn, but I'm going to go check out my finished product after I wet it down twice yesterday. And see if the patio or the stones, if they set up correctly. I definitely got to caulk this thing. So hopefully I can get that done today before the rain comes in. All right, let's see how we got here, everybody. See if we can get this camera to... Okay, so here's the stones. I'm going to close the door. So here it is. So now the question is, do these move? Wow. Wowsker. That's nice. Whoever figured that idea out, that's really pretty cool. And it's just actually like, yeah, it's hard. So this is hard like concrete. Like grout, mortar. Whoever figured that out, that was very ingenious for the chemical reaction to be able to put this stuff down and have it all lock in. I mean, that's a huge difference of you having to get your hands and knees and having to put mortar in. Wow, that's great, everybody. Very impressive. So yeah, just for anybody out there that wants to do a nice little patio, that technology, went for that Home Depot guy, show me that stuff, I never would have figured that out. I never would have known that. I would have been a totally wrong path to making this where it would have been loose and it would be a never-ending challenge. So we get that in there. Yeah, so there it is, everybody. Whew, I did great. Only thing I screwed up on, I didn't put these little gray cap ends on the top up there, but I just don't know how water's gonna get up there. And I can always caulk it, but that's about the only thing that I think I didn't do right on this building this, besides the vented top window here that has an automatic manual assembly that you got to put together, that it literally opens that window at a certain humidity and temperature that you can set it to, which I just can't figure out how that damn thing goes together. I'm puzzled beyond puzzled. So, wow, what a project. What a project. You know, for me, it's all about time, and it's just always about time. And it's telling my Julia, my mother had to go back to the hospital, and, it's just to me, instantly things can change in my life, or I have to leave. And if I had to leave and be gone now for a week or two, it'd be such a bummer. Because that wouldn't get done. That wouldn't get done anytime soon. Then the next problem is the grass. This grass is coming in, and up here, if it starts raining, you're cutting grass close to 2 times a week. You don't believe it till you have to do it. So, time's the essence. Come on, puppies. Come on, let's go. Come on. And yesterday, I've been so fixated on that greenhouse, getting that thing knocked out. We're out of dog food. Last night, my daughter's like, "Hey, Dad, where's the other bag of dog food?" I'm like, in the Mustang. She's like, "No, there's nothing there. Come on, pups." So, but they ate, and they got some left this morning. We're not going to run up to, "Come on, pups, let's go." Not going to get up to the store and get them dog food, right? And then getting all this stuff rid of, and there's still some fine details, I think. I don't know. Come on, puppies. Yeah. let's get up here, let's get over there, and get the day going, which is a Monday. And come on, puppies! Where's Tango? I haven't even noticed Tango. Tango with us? I have no idea. I just can't keep track of all these damn dogs. And tomorrow, I gotta get them all to the vet. Oh my gosh. And tomorrow, then the fun's gonna begin there. These guys are gonna be cone heads. Come on, Tango. Where are you, Tang? There you are. They're all gonna be cone heads, and that's gonna be a whole nother adventure in life. Come on, let's go. Get in, Tang. Come on here, Prince, Gypsy. Let me get these guys in. Get the door closed. So we can get the continuing conversation going here. Prince, Gypsy! I have so many coffee cups. Yetis, gotta fill the water bowl up. I gotta remember to get a damn bigger water bowl. I just can't remember a damn thing. It's all technology day. Come on, Prince! Prince in here? Prince! Prince is always the last one to get in. Prince! Princey! Oh, well. He'll be back. He ain't going nowhere. Prince and Gypsy have said so many times, they just ain't going nowhere for the most part. But boy, Diesel Rebel, wasn't for Julia on Saturday thinking about it and throwing Diesel on a cable, I'd have gone nuts because Diesel was just continuing to run off, and that was a problem. So there he is, Mr. Woe's me. And then Prince, who the hell knows, probably going to the bathroom. I have no idea. Wow. Which cup is mine? Like Eenie, Meenie, Miny, Mo. The warmest one is the one to go. Yeah, so here we are in the garage. You know, it's incredible how the whole passion, the cars, the motorcycles, they've just all fizzled out. It really has. I mean, just so many other things going on in my life financially, business-wise, family-wise. And, you know, you just kind of lose it. I mean, for me, and then the weather, it's just I'm at the age where it just isn't any fun riding in 40, 50-degree weather. It just isn't enjoyable. So it's just incredible how all this stuff here is such a waste. It really is. I mean, really, for me, is if I was really smart, I would just get rid of all this stuff. And just get rid of all of it. It doesn't really do anything besides collect dust. And it never did bring what I thought truly would make my YouTube channel so different and special to so many people being intrigued by who I am and having all these cool looking cars and motorcycles, and it really just didn't do much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely had some great subscribers that came along from that, but for the most part, it didn't do anything. The financial gain, the popularity, not much of anything came from it. So, I mean, I'm sincere. It's just a point where I'm thinking, you know what, just let it all go. It's just, I've never been a guy to hang on to anything really very long to think that, one day. So you've witnessed it with me. So who knows? With Iceman, this may eventually cross the bridge. And then, this channel just goes to me doing landscape projects and the antics of who I am and whatever. I don't know. Just kind of mixed feelings there because it's the financial burden that's overwhelming that just drains the bank account every month that just doesn't make it really financially viable. So it will be interesting as this year progresses of what's still left by the end of the year. You may think I'm making this stuff up, but you just may be surprised one day. Like, wow, this guy just is pretty much like everybody else in the neighborhood. He has a few cars and a motorcycle, and that's about all he's got. So I got to think to myself, Elon Musk, it's all about Elon Musk. It's all about Elon Musk. It's all about Elon Musk. That's all it is. I mean, this guy's got to be in so many ways. He has a big head because it's always about Elon Musk more than ever. And I was thinking to myself, Elon Musk, when has a question been asked to Elon Musk if this is the biggest scam ever in mankind of this electric vehicle, green agenda crap? Has anybody actually, I'm very intrigued that Joe Rogan or anybody else out there hasn't directly asked Elon. It's like, do you really believe all of this so-called scientists having all these records and all this information of what's going on in Mother Nature, Earth, and the world? Do you really believe that the ICE vehicles are going to be the end of mankind and Mother Nature that we know because of these ICE vehicles? Do you really believe that? I mean, so I've never heard him get into much depth about what I think so many believe is the biggest scam ever, and since certainly in the last 5 years from Joe Biden, the Joe Biden administration, and really started back with Barack Obama, even started back in some degree to George Bush. I think we ought to call the Democratic Party the old fart party. I really think that the old fart party should be the appropriate name for the Democratic Party because there's so many old farts still lingering. And I know the GOP has the same thing, but it seems like the loudest mouth ones are a bunch of old farts. Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders. I mean, Bernie Sanders, this guy's a pothead from being the guy that just, a community guy. What did that guy ever do for a living? What did he ever do for a living besides a community guy running his mouth, getting people riled up, and attack the rich? But yet the guy's rich as hell. The guy's richer than most people on my channel, but he goes and attacks the rich. I mean, it's the biggest scam in the world. So once again, going back to Elon Musk, you have to say to yourself, when will Elon Musk come clean? And to me, I said it a while back. In my book, Elon Musk hasn't come clean until he builds a gas-driven car. Why hasn't he done that? I mean, you think it through. And he's going through very challenging times right now. And it is, ironic that for all the liberal-minded people that thought this guy was the latest, greatest thing brought besides sliced bread, is how they've all, for the most part, not all of them, but a good portion, have turned on him and don't like him anymore. And even the point, they don't like him so much that they want to burn him to the ground to test the cars. And these are the people that are so-called the green agenda activists, the green agenda-minded person. When you torch a Cybertruck or a Tesla, think about the amount of the chemicals, the contamination to the atmosphere of those vehicles being lit on fire. That's radical stuff. Yeah, so that Tesla sure is saving Mother Nature Earth as it goes up in flames. Wow. So for Elon Musk, I only wish he kind of knew me. He's on X. Yeah, has he responded to anything I put out there? There's too many. The guy's got too much going on. And that's a big concern of many people. He's too much on his plate. And he's losing his brain of Tesla because he's mouthing off too much. And for all those that loved him, now hate him. But when Elon Musk actually sit down, have a real conversation, and say that this green agenda crap is the most overhyped money grab in the world of mankind, of political parties to be, of green activist agendas to be, that have just cashed in on the incompetence of the average person buying into the ice age is going to ruin Mother Nature, Earth, and mankind. I would love to hear that. But nobody's asking about why not? Does he even want to answer that question? Does he want to come full, full truth and say, yeah, I wrote off a Tesla off of the incompetent people. I wrote off a Tesla out of people that just don't really understand how the world works. And I wrote off of their incompetence to make them think that their Tesla vehicle would save the world. Yes, I did write off of that. I mean, come on. Would he call them out? I don't know why he wouldn't. Because the majority of Tesla owners, I can promise you, are more liberal than GOP. So it would be very interesting to see him, and for what they're doing to him, why wouldn't he call him out? Because he could say, you are actually stupid. Because what you're doing to me now, of your just really nonsense of attacking me, for me disclosing and sharing with the general public and the general population of the United States country, the government's shamming people like never ever seen, but you're attacking me for showing up that I'm showing you that how bad it is. And that's what I've said many, many times, is you'll hear a person talk about how I'll make a statement on my channel on how, the burning in the streets is back, the protest in the streets is back. And then you'll have people go, oh, okay. But when the January 6th guys showed up to go tear down the Capitol and to do harm to others, that's okay, Mr. Iceman, right? No, that's not okay. It's not okay at all. I mean, I don't agree that what played out down there was the right thing to do by any means. But this is the point of my point. The Democratic Party, which teaches the people to get riled up and go protest, I mean, that's just a known fact. In fact, Elon Musk is calling out the party that pays people to go protest. And Elon Musk now is calling out and saying that all these so-called big rallies with AOC and Bernie Sanders is all fake. These are all paid actors that just travel around in groups to make it look big. And people are challenging that's a bunch of BS, but I totally believe that one. So it's like the same characters are showing up throughout the different states and different areas because they're just flying these people all over the country to make it look like Bernie Sanders and AOC have a movement against Elon Musk and Trump and the Doge. So, but back to the point of the January 6th comparison to the Democratic liberal-minded person, the Democratic Party is smarter than the GOP party in the aspect that they teach the Democrats to go after private individuals, private business, so that because you just can't fight, your little guys just can't fight these guys. So for the most part, you don't see per se the Democratic Party going downtown trying to burn down federal buildings, because the Democratic Party said then you're into it's a whole different ball game. You're now fighting a monster. But for a guy like Elon Musk, you can go screw with him because you intimidate him and his customer base and his dealerships and his market brand, and it'll be much more challenging for him to get a lot of traction to shut that down as easy as we can on January 6th, where on January 6th, the Democratic Party went ballistic. And to the point, I think most people don't realize this, and most people didn't even see it, and most people forgot on how after the Democrats got in control and Joe Biden was put into office, they surrounded the whole Capitol with military fencing. And they had full staffed reserve Army personnel around that whole Capitol for probably a year. I would say it's a year. Did you know that? Did you even know that when the Democratic Party came into being, they literally put up fencing all around that Capitol and had you think you were in a third world country if you would have gone down to D.C. and seen all the people that were military in military gear surrounded the Capitol 24/7 because they thought that the MAGA guys were going to show up again to try to take out the congressmen and senators that sit down there in Capitol, and they presented that picture. So once again, the Democratic Party's smarter. They just go after small business. And they just burn down small business owners, businesses in these cities. We saw that in the summer of 2020. So they've got a much better, offensive plan on how to go attack people, and they have a better source of extracting money out of people and organizations they create to fund people and to set them up to be the marching orders to go in and do these protests where they make all the signs up for them. They give them all the letters and language of what to be saying and yelling, and they give them the money to go there and do this, and they fly them around the country. That's a fact. If you don't believe that, then you just don't want to hear it. That's the reality. So back to Elon Musk, and I'm going to kind of wrap this up because I don't want this to be too much longer a video. I get too much on my plate, too many things going on. And so back to Elon Musk. When does Elon Musk have a sit-down conversation with the Iceman and come full disclosure and say, look, man, you made your fortune off of the Tesla product by bringing the electric vehicle revolution to our country. You supported the party that you now do not support to get the movement going, and you saw an opportunity to capture a niche market because you would be very challenging to get into the Ice Age market because of the big already existing conglomerate and just the huge infrastructure of the ICE vehicles. And so you saw an opportunity with the electric vehicle to cut out your piece of pie and become very wealthy and to transform it into a worldwide recognized product. Wow. So what's the deal? I mean, would you ever build an ICE vehicle? Would you ever do that? Maybe build a hybrid. I mean, why wouldn't you? So anyways, that's it, everybody. I got to go. Busy day. Got to wrap things up with this greenhouse for the rains come in, hopefully. And or if I can even do it today, I don't even know. Just too much going on. family things are going on, business things are going on. It's just not easy, everybody. So it looks easy, but it doesn't. I know that. I appreciate everybody supporting my channel. I got to get the this name. I got to get this name of this Yardistry. What's this? Yardistry brand product. And I got to start posting that on my links to show people how to build this. Because if anybody want to buy one of these, if you want to watch a series of videos, you would actually see kind of how I do this. And would maybe give people an idea. So I just cut my phone off, which that turns into extra time, but it's not a real big deal. But everybody, that's it. I'm going. I'm leaving. Got to go to work. God bless. Have a great day.